The video you're about to see was filmed on the exact same day that I realized that I'm transgender. I was a scared 17-year-old girl at the start of this journey that I had no clue that I would be going on. I didn't really know fully at the time who I was, but I had a feeling that I needed to document it, and so I did, and this is the video. So, hi little me.
It wasn't like a big realization. It kind of was actually. I freaked out, but it's like I'm allowed to be a boy. And I feel like, okay, this is gonna sound crazy. We're getting deep now. We're getting into the religious trauma shit. But like the big issue with my sexuality was like, God hates me. And so obviously I pray. I don't know, I just felt so accepted and just loved, because that was the big thing. The big thing was I'm not worthy of life because I am who I am, and God doesn't like that. But when I kind of thought to myself, okay, well obviously God accepts me, then it's like I was allowed to figure out this part of myself. Like I was allowed to be this happy. I was allowed, I'm allowed to be this happy. I don't know why I needed some permission from some outside source that for most of my life I didn't really believe in, but if that's what I needed, then that's, because I kind of surrendered to it. I'm like, okay, I don't really like religion or whatever, but this is personal, and if for a lot of my life I felt terrified of being myself because of what some concept thinks of me, then I might as well go along those lines and just make up with the concept, make peace with it, and that's what I've done. And so yeah, ever since the kind of like, because like I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm thinking, I don't know who I am, I don't know anything anymore. I just know that who I am looking at right now and who you're looking at is a dude. I don't even know what the fuck is gonna go on next with my life. Maybe I'll look the exact same, like, but it's just now I'm starting to get so uncomfortable by like the tiniest things I didn't get uncomfortable with before, because it was just expected of me, or maybe I just expected it of myself. Because like I'm fine with, like, I mean I'm not fine with what I look like, but I'm fine with people looking at me and seeing someone else, because like that's who they're staring at and that's their own lives. Like I don't really, when I first realized this, I was like, well, people are just gonna see me as a girl anyway, so like I might as well just not bother with all that baggage and just not even sort through that, push it away. But then I was like, so what if people just see me as a girl? That makes it even more special to me, because then it means that I get to be this. And if my friends and, not family, but if my friends and that want to see me as the way that I want to be seen, then like that's great. Because that's a thing, yeah. So I'm still the same person. Obviously, I'm not suddenly waking up and being a different person, but it's just like, I'm just happier, and I feel really relieved. Like, I feel really relieved. I feel so relieved. I get to be happy. Not that I wasn't happy before, but I get to be comfortable in my gender, and I get to be happy. I get to have that. I get to be a boy. I get to have that boyhood that I wanted when I was so young, that made me so happy. And then I went through puberty, and I went through all of this shit, and it's like, now I'm back again, and it's like, I feel like myself. Like, I started discovering myself and who I was when I was a kid after all this mental health shit. I'm still struggling, of course, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, now that it's something that I live with and manage myself daily, day to day, it's not really big and overwhelming. Like, I feel in control of my mental health now. Obviously I feel very out of control with my mental health as well, but it's like weird. It's like, this is the happiest I've been, so I started exploring myself. Not like that, but no, you know what I mean. Where I was like, well, when I was a kid, I liked to bake, so I'm gonna start baking again. When I was a kid, I liked flowers, so I'm gonna start flowering again. I'm gonna start like the garden, and I'm gonna start like doing the stuff I loved as a kid, and I started doing that, and then I was like, well, do you know what else I loved as a kid? Dressing up like a guy. And so I started doing that, and then it was like in private, it was like a really shameful thing. I was like, I'd sit in the mirror like, and I'd say to myself, oh my god, Lavender, yeah, he is such a pretty boy. So he makes me cute. And then I was like, oh fuck, that actually makes me really happy. But then after a lot of my life, I was like, I don't deserve to be happy. And now I'm back to kind of being like, well, I deserve to be happy. And so now I'm letting myself be happy. And if what makes me the happiest is me being a dude, then fuck it. Like, I'm a dude. Fuck yeah. Like, fuck it. I'm a dude. I'm just, because, boys can do whatever the fuck they want. So can girls. So can non-binary people. Like, whoever the fuck. I'm worried about what people are going to think. Because I don't know. Like, obviously you're thinking, well, if you're a boy, then you're trans, but like, is that just my expression? Like, am I still a girl, but I just want to look like a guy? Am I just like a masculine girl? I don't even like the word girl. I don't know. I'm so confused. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to be like, oh, I'm a trans guy, and then no, I'm not. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna like do my own thing, try new things, chill out, the fuck, talk to people, just fucking vibe, honestly, with it and see where it goes.
In the here and now, it's been 3 years since I came out as transgender, and 2 years, more or less, that I've been on hormone treatment. And I think I'm finally ready to listen to her. I think I'm ready to let her breathe. A bird. 2 birds flying overhead. Oh, thank you, God. Fuck, that got me a little bit emotional. I forget that she is her. And she is me. And I am her. And she is him. And that this has never changed. Don't die wondering. Figure out who you are outside of what you were told. Because most of the time, they're fucking wrong anyway. And only you can decide that shit. And I sound like such a fucking motivational preacher. It's one of those moments where you're like, fuck, they were right. But yeah. Thank you for seeing her and for seeing him. For the past 3 years, I've ran away from her. I've ignored and criticized every part of her that I saw in myself. I ran away, and I didn't want to look back. It feels weak, acknowledging where I began. It's like I've forgotten to remember what it's like to begin again. And I've only remembered that fight to exist. It's strange. You never think about what it's going to be like when you pass and when people see you and they see who you've become. I know for a long time I thought that people saw me as a girl. It took me a long time to stop inflecting my voice up and just really believe the way that people treated me was genuine, because I still saw myself as that girl. Because I was seeing I wasn't seeing how I was betraying her, but I was betraying her. And it's in the things that you avoid that you give them more power. And even though I felt so weak, this is not making any sense. You get it if you get it. But my point being that I love her. And there's nothing that she could have done or thought or said or felt that would make me stop loving her. And she knew. I always knew that there was always something in the future worth holding on to, whether it was the next episode of a TV show or something. I'd make lists. Every time that I wanted to die, I made a list of everything that I had to stay alive for. And sometimes it was something like that, something petty and small, like I'd purposely get into debt with my friends, so, I have to pay back so-and-so. Anything to keep me here. And now I can genuinely sit here and say thank you. And I love you. And I'm so sorry, but it was all for the best. And you're probably going to hate me for saying that, because I hated myself hearing it. But, you know, sit next to me. We can watch the sunset together.